The air hung heavy and damp, musty like old books and forgotten dreams. It was always like this in the basement common room of the dorm, but tonight it felt different, colder. Lisa shivered, pulling her sweatshirt tighter around her. Midterms were tomorrow, and her usual study spot on the fourth floor was overrun with panicking seniors. She needed quiet, even if it meant braving the basement. She set up shop on the lone, wobbly table in the corner. A single flickering fluorescent light buzzed overhead, casting long, distorted shadows that danced with every flicker. Lisa cracked open her textbook. Time to focus. But she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Uneasy, she glanced over her shoulder into the impenetrable darkness beyond the pool of light. Just shadows. She told herself to relax. Hours later, Lisa groaned. Where was her sociology textbook? She needed it for the next chapter. It had to be upstairs in her room. She hated the thought of leaving the relative safety of the lit common room. But the textbook was crucial. Taking a deep breath, Lisa gathered her courage and climbed the stairs. The hallway was silent, lit only by the pale glow of the emergency exit sign. Each step echoed unnaturally loud in the stillness. Her heart pounded a frantic rhythm against her ribs. As she reached her room, a floorboard creaked down the hall. Lisa froze, every sense on high alert. Silence. She told herself it was nothing, just the old building settling. But fear was already a cold fist squeezing her heart. The door creaked open, announcing her arrival. The room was still, the darkness deeper than she remembered. Lisa felt a prickle of unease crawl up her spine. She found her textbook on her desk and quickly grabbed it. As she turned to leave, she could have sworn she saw something move in the corner of her eye. A flicker of shadow. Goosebumps erupted on her arms. Was someone there? Holding her breath, she strained to listen. Silence. Just the thump, thump, thump of her own blood pounding in her ears. Maybe it was just her nerves. Everything seemed creepier in the dead of night. Still, she couldn't shake the feeling of unseen eyes watching her. Back in the basement, Lisa tried to concentrate, but the unsettling feeling from upstairs lingered, clinging to her like cobwebs. Every creak of the building sent shivers down her spine. She jumped at every rustle, every sigh of the wind in the pipes. The hours crawled by, each one an eternity. Finally, the first pale light of dawn seeped through the cracks in the basement windows. Relief washed over her like a tidal wave. Morning. Safety. Whatever she thought she had seen, whatever had watched her, was gone with the darkness. Taking a deep breath, Lisa packed her bag, eager to get back to her room. The hallway was bathed in the soft light of dawn. It looked almost normal now, even peaceful. Lisa chided herself for letting her imagination run wild. It was just an old creaky dorm. There was nothing to be afraid of. But as she pushed open the door to her room, the blood drained from her face. Terror slammed into her, stealing her breath. Her roommate, Kim, lay sprawled on the floor, her eyes forever fixed in a vacant stare. Lisa stumbled back, bile rising in her throat. She couldn't breathe, couldn't scream. All she could do was stare in horror. Then she saw it, scrawled on the wall in what looked like blood, a single chilling message. You weren't alone last night?